I guess I'll just start off with can you give me some general thoughts on the upcoming season and the moves that were made by Ken, and it looks like you have a bit more veteran presence on the team this year than you had last year.
Yeah, I think you said it. A lot of experience coming in, added to our depth on the forwards and defense, and a lot of that depth has experience. I mean, obviously, bringing in Keither on the back end, 3 cups. I mean, he's been around a long time. He knows how to get it done. He knows how to win. He's going to help out our decor, but also he's just going to help out huge in the dressing room. And Himes, obviously, Fogues. I mean, lots of experience, playoff experience. DR, same thing. I mean, it's good to have those guys coming in and get that experience.
Hey Ryan, over here. So you've had an awesome power play 2 years in a row, up around 30%, and now you add Zach Hyman to that, and just looking from the initial practices today, you know, Yamo and Puljujärvi and Nurse all rotate in. I mean, it's got to feel pretty good again. You feel pretty confident that it's going to be productive.
Yeah, I mean, we should have confidence, but at the same time, it's we can't take it for granted. We didn't start out the year last year the way we wanted to on the power play, I don't think, and then we started to figure out as we went along. But we know it's a challenge. We know that teams expect us to produce on it, so they're going to be hard on us. They're going to limit the power plays they give us too, so we have to take advantage of that. And it's going to start. I haven't seen the lineup yet, but if we're in tomorrow and get the power play going, I mean, it starts in preseason and try to get the chemistry back. And like you said, I mean, Yamo, Jesse jumping in there. A lot of guys can rotate in, and good thing about our group is guys can kind of play any spot. So yeah, I mean, we should have confidence, but we definitely have to push and make sure that we just don't take it for granted.
What's the balance between you guys saying, okay, we're very good at this, and this, but we also know teams are probably spending hours watching video, and you might have to find new wrinkles along the way too?
Yeah, we know that teams, I mean, you make different plays on the power play, but generally power plays stay the same. You have the same look, so I mean, teams will focus on our aspects, what we do well as a power play group out there. So I mean, we're going to have to be able to break them down. I think one of the best things that we're good at is when we get second chances, and we just kind of make plays off broken plays and off shots, and we get those second opportunities and make those quick plays and capitalize as quick as we can.
Ryan, Zach Hyman's the new guy on the power play. He's played long enough. Do you have to tell him anything? I mean, the other 4 guys, yourself and Tyson on the point, have played together all last year, but you're bringing in a new guy to stand in front of the net to be the puck retrieval and net front.
Well, we know Heim's game. He's going to get a lot of pucks back for us. He's going to be able to tip those pucks in front, and he can rotate. He can rotate into any other spot too. But I think just his presence in front, his hard work, breaking the puck into the zone, he holds on to the puck really well too. So he's definitely going to help us. And I mean, Jesse, same thing. Yamo, same thing. Those guys will go get the puck, and like I said before, that's kind of where we capitalize a lot, is those second opportunities, and having those guys getting those pucks back and making sure we win battles it'll be big for us.
Do you anticipate more power plays if the league cracks down on cross-checking? Do you anticipate that suddenly there'll be at least one more power play game because they're going to say, crack down on the cross-checking?
I don't know if we really anticipate that or expect that. I know they'll want to look for that a little bit more, but guys will probably have that in their mind, and if there's some cross checks called early in the season, guys will probably kind of calm down on those. So I mean, I think you just kind of adjust as the season goes along. But if we get a couple more early in the season, then we got to be ready to take advantage.
Hi, Ryan. I'm just curious how different the off season and now the start of training camp feels for you, in that you're coming here with an 8-year contract as opposed to being in a contract year.
Yeah, I mean, it's you try to put that stuff aside coming into last year, but obviously you're only human. You think about it, and it's on your mind a little bit. But so I think it's nice to have some to just be able to relax and focus on and playing. And obviously with the group that we have right now, I mean, we want to push and we want to. It's going to start right now. I think last night was a lot of young guys out there, but I mean, just the way that they worked and played together, it's like they've played together for a long time, so it was great to see. But for me personally, it's just going to be able to, it's just getting into the rhythm of things and getting chemistry back with my line mates here.
You were the kind of the first apple to fall, so to speak, with signing the long contract. Then it was Hyman, then Nurse. What was it like to see those guys kind of sign those longer deals behind you, to know that you have this kind of burgeoning core that will be here for a long time?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, obviously you get guys signing long-term deals. They want to be here. They want to build something. We want to have success here as a group, and having those other two guys sign long-term was awesome. I mean, Nursey's been a part of this for years now, and I think that shows a lot that he wants to stay for the long haul. And Himes, obviously, just coming in from Toronto, but shows a lot of confidence. He has a lot of confidence in this group. He's played against us enough to know what we're all about. So it was definitely good to get those two guys locked in long term as well.
Yeah, between Barry, CC, obviously Connor and Leon, you guys have quite a number of players now that are going to be here for a long time. What is that like to have that as you're trying to kind of grow as them?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, you want to build something because of that, but excuse me. At the same time, it's not like we want to wait. We want to get it done right now. It was disappointing the way things finished off last year. I think every game in that series we played hard. We couldn't find a way to get it done, and that stings. I know it's been in our heads all summer. So I mean, it's not like, oh, okay, well, we have these guys for a long time. Like we want to do it now. I mean, we want to push now. We want to have success. Obviously, you got to start by getting there. It's a long season, back to 82 games. So we know it's going to be a grind again, and we got to bring it every night. And then we just want to push and find our way into the playoffs and do some damage.
Ryan, I think on your season-ending presser, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you'd said you wanted to put a focus on some skating and on your shot a little bit. Just maybe take us through what your process was this summer, and if you did anything different, or if you're happy with the work you put in on those fronts.
Yeah, I mean, I work with a skating coach, and then when he'll come out from Saskatchewan, and I work with him a couple times a summer, then kind of he gives me stuff to work on. So I focus mostly on, I would say, my skating. And I mean, you guys see it, it's a fast league. These young guys are, everybody that comes in, like the new generation, just gets faster and faster. So I got to be able to keep up and make sure that my skating is as good as it can be. So definitely worked on that. My shot, I mean, it's something that you just work on, and every day you're on the ice. I mean, you try to shoot as much as you can, really focus on not just going through the motions, shooting-wise. I mean, you want to bear down and score every time. And so, I mean, I'm happy with the way that I worked this summer, and definitely look to improve on my season last year.
On another note, we were watching Mike Smith today, and he's just flopping around in there and battling, and he's lost his stick, and he's chirping guys, and I mean, it's early in training camp here, yet he's bringing this intensity level. What do you notice about him early in camp, and what do you think about that?
It's awesome. I mean, he's one of the most competitive people that I've ever played with. And I mean, he pushes us. If you don't bear down, or if you're playing defense and you give something up too easy, then he's gonna let you know in practice. So I mean, he's definitely competitive and makes you want to bear down and beat him in there, and he makes you work for everything that you get in practice.